Alright, well, third time's the charm. I just recorded this video twice and it did not have any noise, so this is Remy, Maria, Sakuya, whatever you guys want to call me. I'm a former Misfits player, Renegades player, and I played on the Chaos Latin Gamers who are, you know, doing the world's, qualifier with Plugo and Tearwolf, two people that, I met in Chile. And they're really nice and they're really good people, so please go cheer for them. I don't usually do things like this. I'm really bad with being in front of cameras, and I'm really bad with talking to my fans and audiences, public speaking. But I feel like I owed it to myself, and I owed it to a lot of the people, a lot of my fans, and a lot of the people that don't know a lot about me to make this video. I want to start by saying that I'm here in Atlanta. I'm doing really well. I've been going on and off on playing League of Legends, and lot, a lot of that is due to my medical health. I just had a surgery up in New York to get my vocal cords fixed, which is because a surgeon down here in Atlanta kind of messed them up. So they messed them up, and then I went down to Chile, and I wasn't able to talk, and I was just ruining Chaos Latin Gamers because of my own health issues. So I had to step down, and I'm really happy to see that they're doing well right now, really, because Plugo and Tearwolf, they're like amazing people and some of my best friends that I've ever met. So I really hope that they do well. Um, but on topic of my voice, I went up there recently. The doctor looked at my voice and he said, "Everything's healing well. You still have some scarring, but when that goes away, your voice is gonna be higher. It's gonna sound smoother. It's gonna be all good." And that gives me a lot of hope. That makes me really happy because it's something I've struggled with my entire time, you know, in LCS challenge or whatever. Being able to talk is something that's really important in competitive video gaming at all. You have to be able to communicate. Uh, there's like there's a lot of stuff about Renegades and Misfits, a lot of misconceptions and a lot of stuff. I don't really want to go into that. I mean, I'll go into it a little bit, but honestly, all of my teammates, RF, Maple, Alex, Crumbs, Freeze, they're all good people. They're all really nice people, and I really hope that they're doing well. Um, okay, well, for the first time in my life here in Atlanta, I've been seeing a doctor, and she's super supportive. She's super caring. She answers my emails at 3 in the morning. She's helped me get on and off a bunch of different, antidepressants, anti-anxiety meds. Like, you can see this. That's my figurine. And here are a bunch of drugs and my E-Leagues fidget spinner, my own now. But yeah, she's been helping me out super hard with my pain, my anxiety, and my depression. And for once in my life, I feel like I actually have myself, my mental state under decent control. Something I can't say that I had when I was in, NACS and LCS, which I know a lot of you know, and I know a lot of you will never let me forget. But, I did a bunch of awful things. I said a bunch of awful things and I acted like a child. And I can't really blame people for thinking badly of me during that time. But, now I feel like I can really show people that I've changed as a person. Let's see. Let me look at my notes. So, I haven't been streaming a lot. And everyone asks me why. Why don't you stream? It's free money. It's free exposure. You just sit in your room all day and you stream and it's easy. Well, I'm not so cut out for streaming. I find it really hard to not perform in front of people, but rather to have to communicate with them and be entertaining. It's just really hard for me to do. I hate when all eyes are on me. I like when all eyes are on my team. That's why I love competitive League. And I've said in the past, I hate League of Legends. I hate the community, and that was a lot of the depression and anxiety just manifesting itself. And I don't really want to cry, but I was lashing out at a lot of people when I was in LCS, and none of that was right. But I hope that, making this video, I can shed some light on to why. I had untreated anxiety and depression. I wasn't seeing a therapist. I wasn't seeing a doctor. I didn't have antidepressants. I didn't have a way to manage my anxiety. And I was being, in a house playing League 12 hours a day, dealing with Twitter comments and everything, calling me an ugly abomination, a disgusting tranny, and to go kill myself. And I just wasn't ready for that as a person. And now I'm better. I, I'm better than I was. Of course, those things still hurt, but I'm able to deal with them and I'm able to cope. And I have a support network around me that helps me, feel human, which is something I didn't feel when I was in LCS. So, it's no surprise to you guys that I was very unwell during that whole time period. And maybe I'm not going to change, the minds of a lot of people watching this video. But I hope that if I at least change one person's perspective of me as a person, then, it'll be worth it. I have a lot of glaring flaws, but, I'm just a person. Uh, you can put me on a pedestal. You can tell me I'm a pro player, or I was a pro player, and people look up to me, and I do all of this stuff, and I have a lot of flaws as an individual, as do a lot of people in this industry, because we're just gamers taken to the extreme. We're gamers that play on stage for lots of money. Instead of that, we're just people and we make mistakes, and I want to apologize. Like, I've done apologies in the past, but I've never done something like this where I would get on camera. You can look me in the face and you can see me and hear me. And I hope that that means something. But, I'm doing my best here. Right now, I'm working hard to balance my mental health and League of Legends. And League is something that I really enjoy. I love League. I love League as much as I say, oh, I hate League, I hate the fans, whatever. It's all bullshit. I really do love League, or I wouldn't have been playing it for 6+ years. I love competing. I love competing a lot more than I like sitting here streaming, because I don't know, my brain's just more wired to competition than it is to entertainment. I'm hoping that I'll be able to deal with the same stress and the same exposure now that I have Wellbutrin, Xanax, and Lortab. And Lortab's for, my chronic pain that's surgically induced. And this is the only time that I'm gonna go into the renegade situation. Right now, I have a lot of things on my agenda for this year and next year. I have a surgery in November for my chest. Um, I went and I got like a scan, and they told me both of your implants are ruptured. Not just one, but both of my implants are ruptured. And that would explain the chronic or the pain that I've been experiencing for over 2 years now. And, that was Badawi had promised me surgeries in return for getting the LCS, and you can say I'm an idiot for even accepting that because it just seems wrong looking back at it now. I'll get you the LCS if you pay for these surgeries. It's like I was an idiot. I'll admit it. I shouldn't have done it. And we ended up not having a lot of time, and we went to a sketchy surgeon in Thailand. A sketchy one, not like a renowned surgeon in Thailand. And in Thailand, I had my major surgery, which use your imagination. I had that surgery, and I had implants. Well, the implants both failed, which has caused me a lot of pain and suffering over the past 2 years. And my major surgery has failed, which is causing me a lot of pain and suffering right now. And I hope to get that finished in 2018. But until then, I have to take painkillers, opiates to even deal with the post operation care. And, you know, I don't like going into my personal life, but I feel like I just want to put that on the table. So you know what I've been dealing with. You go back to LCS, and that I was dealing with coming off of a surgery that effectively mutilated my body a couple months ago. So had my body, mutilated and destroyed, and then I went in to play LCS. It was a very, I guess, difficult situation to be in, but something that nowadays I'm working on. My surgery in November for my chest, my surgery in 2018 for my major surgery, and then I'm praying that one day I will, um, I won't have to deal with pain every single day. I'm also hoping one day that all of the feeling in my body returns because I have permanent nerve damage on maybe 20% of the or 20% of my body, maybe 50 to 80% of the areas that were operated on. I have no feeling along my chest. I have no feeling in a lot of places. And that's, that it's kind of terrifying when you think about it that you're never going to be able to feel ever again. I don't want to end on a bad note, so I'm going to thank some people. And I want to thank Richard Lewis, who is my best friend and my family and my housemate. And he's just, he's one of the only people in the world that has told me he would do something for me and then he's followed through on it. He's done it, no strings attached. And he's saved me 1,000 times. The first time that me and Richard met, he gave me a teddy bear and he hugged me and he said he was glad to meet me. He has been one of the nicest people in my life, and I don't want to cry because telling the teddy bear story always makes me cry. Back when I was on Renegades, he would, he'd leave like the little letters because he knew that I was suffering. He'd leave little letters of like support, and I still have all of the letters, and now I'm crying and I'm sorry. But some other people that I would like to thank, Perempt has been with me forever. Even when we don't talk, even when we fight, he's always there for me. Dubs, I don't know if you're out there listening, but you are like my family as well. Thank you so much for helping me afford the surgeries that I thought that I would never be able to afford. Thank you for talking to me every day and making me feel better and just being a good person because maybe I haven't experienced a lot of those in the world. Um, Another person or organization that I really want to thank is FlyQuest. It sounds weird, but FlyQuest. When I came back from Chile, I didn't have a lot of money. FlyQuest took me as a sub, completely undeserved sub, just so that I would have some additional money to help cover my medical costs. So thank you, FlyQuest, a lot. It really helped, and it helped me be able to afford my surgery in a timely manner. So thank you a whole lot. I want to thank my subscribers and my followers and my supporters and everyone that donates. Thank you guys so much. Even for when I'm an asshole and I'm a horrible person and I don't stream and I get angry and I just bitch about stuff on Twitter. You guys are always there for me and you support me even when I don't even give anything in return. So thank you guys, all of you. And on my last note, I hope that when all of my medical problems go away, when everything gets better, and I hope that they will, I hope I'll be able to come back and play a competitive league again and show everyone how much I've changed and how much I've grown as a person and maybe redeem myself a little because I know I didn't have the greatest showing and I know that I wasn't the greatest person at the time. And I guess I don't really have much more to say than that. Thank you guys for watching this video and thank you for supporting me and following me and I hope that you all have a wonderful day.